So we all know that Spider-Man 2 is going to be heavily focusing on Venom and the Black Suit saga, which means we're going to be seeing Spider-Man wear the Symbiote Suit for a portion of the game. And with the confirmation that we're going to be getting over 60 alternate suits to use, I think it's safe to say that we're going to be getting some new Symbiote Suits to play as too. So today guys, I'm going to be sharing with you my list of Symbiote Suits that I'd like to see appear in Marvel Spider-Man 2, and with that being said, let's get into my list. Alright, so let's get into the big one and get that out the way first, and that is the black suit from Spider-Man 3. So obviously this is a fan favourite design for the black suit, it's iconic, and has definitely grown in popularity because of the Bully Maguire memes. And for me, whenever I think of a symbiote suit, this is what comes to mind. It was a part of my early childhood since Spider-Man 3 was my favourite film as a kid, simply because of the black suit and because of Venom. And thankfully, we do know that this suit will be making it into the game thanks to the State of Play trailer. Get to see this black suit for a split second of gameplay, and it sent the internet into a frenzy. So it's clearly a beloved look for Spider-Man, and I can't wait to reenact some iconic scenes from Spider-Man 3 in this game using this suit. The next costume I've gone for is not the Venom Symbiote, but instead Carnage, as it's the Spider Carnage costume. Really like the look of this design. As you can tell, it's the sensational Spider-Man costume mixed with the Carnage symbiote, and it looks cool. I like how menacing it looks with the claws and the teeth, all while keeping the Spider-Man body type, making it easier for it to be an unlockable costume within the game. The only constraint that I see with this suit is the fact that it has the head of Carnage with the jaw and the sharp teeth coming from the mouth, so it may be hard to animate the suit in cutscenes or in emotional scenes, but I do have trust Insomniac could pull it off. The third suit on my list is Agent Venom. Now I know Agent Venom is Flash Thompson and not Peter Parker, and there may be potential for him to appear in a future game or DLC, but if not, then this would be a great suit to have playable in the game. Because this suit is just too cool to ignore. The whole armoured look and the black eyes with the right rims around it. And it would be great to see this costume in combat, especially if it can take advantage of the symbiote tendrils and the rage meter. Overall, it's a great symbiote suit design which I hope Insomniac takes advantage of at some point in the future. And number 4 on my list is the spectacular Spider-Man black suit. I obviously had to put this costume on my list since I had the classic red and blue spectacular Spider-Man suit on my Peter Parker wish list, so it made sense to continue it and have the black suit version on this list. And for good reason. This symbiote suit is phenomenal. I like how it starts off just looking like a black version of the classic suit, but as the episodes continue, the design starts to warp, becoming more alien and intimidating, and then finally looking like the classic Venom design at the end. And I think it would be great if the game takes advantage of this as well. Like, imagine when you first get the symbiote, the suit looks how it does at the beginning, but as you progress through the story, it changes more and more, visually showing us that Peter is slowly getting taken over by the symbiote. The fifth costume I'd like to see in Spider-Man 2 is a symbiote suit, however not for Peter. Instead, I'd like to see Miles Morales get his own piece of the action and have a symbiote suit for himself. And what better than Miles' symbiote suit from the Dark Ages comic run. I like this design for a symbiote suit for Miles. It's unique and it stands out compared to Peter's. I like the shape of the eyes, and I like the fact that it's even got a little hood at the back as well. Overall, a cool looking symbiote suit for Miles, which I hope we get to use in the game, since it would be nice to have Miles get a piece of that symbiote action, even if it is just as a suit. And now, for number 6 on my list, is the Poison suit from the Venomverse comics. Now this I don't really know a lot about, but I do like the design of this costume. I like the black emblem on the chest with the tendrils coming off the sides. I like the alien look of it and how threatening it looks. But it'd also be sick to see this suit in combat, especially with the Venom abilities you'll have in the game. And now the 7th suit I'd like to see appear in Spider-Man 2 is the Superior Spider-Man Symbiote Suit. In my Peter Parker suit list video, one of my picks was the Superior Spider-Man outfit, and in the State of Play trailer, we did get to see the Superior suit for a split second, so of course I had to put the symbiote version on this list. Now this suit is insane, it's such a cool design. I like the messy web pattern, I like the huge white logo on the front, even the symbiote arms that come off the back look sick. I like how alien and monstrous it looks compared to the other suits, and would be sick to go up against Kraven or Lizard while wearing this suit. And now for the final suit on my list, which is of course the classic black suit from the comics. And yeah, you could say that we're already getting the classic black suit in the game, but if you look at it you can tell that it's Insomniac's own adaptation of the symbiote suit, since it has different textures all over and has that slimy aesthetic to it. Whereas the comics black suit is merely just a black cloth looking suit with the white emblem and perhaps some blue or purple shading. Plus, in the first game we got a classic Peter Parker suit, as well as the main suit anyways, so it's not too out there to ask for a classic version of the black suit from the comics. And speaking of the comics black suit, I think it would be cool if they gave us a suit that resembled the original concept art for the Symbiote suit back in the day, where instead of having the white emblem, it's red instead. Maybe they could just make this a shader for the classic comics black suit instead. But nevertheless, it's a suit that I like and I hope gets some attention. And speaking of shaders, we do know that we will be getting symbiote shaders for Spiderman costumes, because in that state of play trailer, you can see the 2099 suit. However, instead of it being blue and red, it's white and black. So this opens a ton of possibilities for potential symbiote suits that we could see in the game. Perhaps we could get a symbiote shader for every, if not most of the 60 plus suits available. So there's all my symbiote suits that I'd like to see appear in Marvel Spider-Man 2. What do you guys think? What symbiote suits do you want to see appear in the next game? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that being said, my name's Symzel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you're new. Let's get to 300 subscribers, I know we can do it. And I guess I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Take care and I'll see you in a bit.